We lost it, silly goose. I know what I'm gonna do after this, and I'm gonna go home. Look at the trees, that's pretty tight. Getting outside. That's tight. God, that's like my favorite song of all time. I think I was in 8th grade, but I was playing with a high school orchestra. I don't know if we won state or we got like 2nd. I can't remember. Someone would remember probably better than me, which is weird actually. How do I not remember? I don't think we finished in state. And I was in 8th grade. I was 2nd chair though, or 2nd violin. Yeah, that was kind of fun. Cool. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna go get some grub and go home, because I've literally not eaten anything all day. Actually, now that I think about it, is I'm gonna read my very first book that I ever read, and it's "Are You My Mother" by Dr. Seuss. So I don't know why we're trying to cancel Dr. Seuss. I think that's a terrible idea. But you know, whatever, do what you want to do. But like, I'm gonna go find Dr. Seuss right now and make sure I have it forever, which will be on my Urbit. And if I have to like rewrite it and redraw it myself, I'll do it, because like, we're not doing that. We're not playing. We're not. I'm just not gonna let 1984 happen, right? Like, go read it. Like, go read any of Orwell's book. Go read Animal Farm. Go read 1984. Like, go get on the fucking Aldous Huxley. Ooh, little bug. Don't be afraid. Aldous Huxley, like, Brave New World, right? I haven't even read his short stories, but they're obscene. I need to go read that. Well, I don't really, because it just will get me more depressed. Not depressed, but like, upset. I was thinking about that too. I'm really upset the fact that like there's 22 or 23 veterans that are killing themselves every day. I was like burning with rage walking down here, to the point where I was in tears. And I kind of recognized that's really the bottom line for me of like why I fucking am sick of this society that we live in. And that's because my brothers and sisters that I serve with are choosing to do pills and kill themselves, even friends. I've like, not gonna talk about it, but like, do you know, I have so many friends I went to school with growing up that are dead from drugs and from like suicide. And it's like, well, so the drugs aren't the problem though. And if you think drugs are a problem, that you're part of the problem. And that's the psychopathic encoding of our society. Drugs are here to help us when used correctly. But if you aren't at a neutral state or a positive state and you're using drugs, it will trap you in the negative state, negative spiral, negative loop. If you don't believe me, that's fine, but I've literally lived that life and I got myself out of it, right? No one helped me. Well, a lot of people helped me along the way, no doubt, but I was so isolated, so cut off and disconnected, disintegrated, that I didn't allow anyone in, okay? And I had to like figure this shit out, and I finally did, but actually I didn't do it at all on my own. Actually, I did nothing. God did everything, right? Actually, everyone was there to help me and support me all along the way. I was just the one that was so blind to see it. Now I'm awake, right? I went through the looking glass on the other side of this screen. You know what I mean? No, probably not, but that's fine. Go read Alice in Wonderland. Go check out Lewis Carroll. Get on that shit. But, well, I'll read Alice in Wonderland. Oh my God, there's a good idea. I'll just start reading Alice in Wonderland on this shit, because that's interesting to me. And for my children, like future children, if I ever have any, I'll just have this recorded for them. So that's really like why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, honestly, because I never killed myself. Obviously, I'm still here breathing, but I mean, I had those thoughts. I was depressed for a long time, and oblivious to it as well. And that's the thing. And I'm trying to explain that to people, that we live in a psychopathic society, and it is literally your water. And the only way I can show a fish what water is if I kind of toss him out on the fucking shore right now, right? That's my only, I'm a man with a hammer right now and everything looks like a nail. I gotta add more tools to my tool belt. What do you think I'm doing with like this? Why am I going back to school? Why did I just download data science into my brain, right? To like, if you are concerned about what I'm trying to do with my life, maybe be more concerned with what's going on in the community around you, because that's what I'm doing. I live in the ghetto, but I also live like 2 minutes away from the most beautiful place in Austin. So it's that weird juxtaposition. It's like, okay, well, why is this way? Can't it be better? Probably. Here, this is what I'm gonna do. Go build communities for these homeless people and then use psychedelics and music and heal them, right? Because I did it for me. That's what music does. It heals you unless you're tuned to it on the 440 megahertz and it's making your brain mush, and then you're influenced by all of the low energy lyrics that are rattling around your brain, and now you think like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to love, or oh, like, yeah, let me go watch a sitcom and this is like what reality is. And it's like, guys, holy shit, it's not. It's literally make-believe, but that's actually what all of reality is. It's make-believe, and make yourself believe whatever you fucking want that's useful. I got blisters, gotta fix that. So yeah, it's like, I'm upset because it's like, it's a fucking thing that we can fix if we like put our minds together and stop being so goddamn lazy. But it's not lazy, it's parsimonious. Also, I understand it's the system. I'm not mad at any individual. Like, I love my parents for everything they did for me. They literally put me through the ringer growing up, but it made me better. It made me able to be the person I am right now. Like, I did dance, I did gymnastics, I like went to private school. I fucking read all summer instead of hanging out with my friends. I went to summer camps and like downloaded football and basketball and golf skills, right? I literally spent an entire summer between my sophomore and junior year waking up at 6 a.m. until 12 working on football. But now I didn't do anything with it, but that's fine, because it wasn't the thing wasn't the football. I've recognized anything I've ever done in my life, it wasn't necessarily that. It wasn't like that wasn't the end. Like, I'm a fucking Swiss Army knife. I'm a jack of all trades. So it's like, I just like learning shit, and that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, and hopefully get into a position where I can just help other people too. Like, if I have to go be a professor, fine, whatever. I'll go be a high school teacher. I'll finish some bullshit general studies degree and go do it. I'll get an associate's and just start being a sub. It doesn't matter to me about money. I will literally get arrested and go to jail just so I can then help people there. Like, that's what I'm talking about. And like, people don't understand it, but it's like, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, have you ever fucking read the Bible? And like, I don't care if I curse, like, redefine the words, right? Like, go read the New Testament. Go read the gospel, and then go read Acts and Romans, and then continue. Like, that's where I'm at, right? It's like, oh, okay, cool. This is what these dudes did. Why? Because they were trying to make the reality better, because they just had the infinite, like, in their presence. They're like, oh shit, we gotta make sure, like, when he comes back, like, it's like ready for him. It's like, yeah, that's the fucking thing to be doing. But like, if you don't believe in that shit, then that's fine. There's other things that you can hold on to. Believe in anything. Don't just believe in nothing, which is still believing in something, like, you fucking atheist. Like, your atheism is your religion. Science is your religion. Your political beliefs, your identities, it is all your religion, okay? They're just different fingers of your beliefs. What is core and fundamental to who you are, your fucking tenets, all right? And if they're shitty, you're gonna be a shitty person, but you're gonna think you're a good person because you're totally disassociated from the actions and the consequences of your actions, because in your head, you're like, oh, well, I had good intentions. It's like, good intentions don't mean anything, except they do mean a lot, unless you're totally disconnected from the actions or the agency or capacity for agency that you have in your environment. Nancy Pelosi, any fucking politician ever. And like, I'm not one to judge, because thank God we have these people, because we wouldn't be here where we are, but we're exactly where we are because of it. And it's like, we can't continue to do this, otherwise we don't exist in the future. If you don't believe me, like, that's fine, but it's not a scary thing. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of not existing, because I believe in the infinite, and like, I think in interdimensionality, and like, whatever. If I die, it's off to the next thing. Or not, but I'm okay with like non-existence also. That's the thing that most people are afraid of, is the death, right? But if you kill your ego, or make your ego your friend, or a super ego, but it's not a super ego thing. It's just like, I'm not afraid of what anyone thinks of me, because I know only one thing matters, and I think he thinks pretty highly of me, or it, or all, right? Like, whatever you want to say. So, yeah. Yeah, I might just become a preacher. I don't know. Like, I can do whatever I want. That's the beauty of who I am and the life I've lived. Like, I can literally go and download basically any skill. If you don't believe me, that's fine, but my entire life proves it. Like, I'm not saying I'm the best ever, at all, actually. I'm mediocre. I'm slightly above average at most things, but that's the fucking thing. I'm slightly above average at most things. Like, can you play the violin? Can you do a backflip? I don't know if I can do it right now, but I will soon. Like, what skills do you have? Because guess what? I'm not fucking special. Everyone has it, right? Everyone actually probably is a synesthetic thinker. Because if you feel, you use your feelings to think. It's just a matter of bringing more conscious awareness to it and finding that confidence in you, but not cockiness. I have still a little cockiness and ego and arrogance, but I'm working on it. I'm a narcissist, but not really. I just love myself. That's what narcissism means. Let's go read about it and I'll talk about it. That and Icarus, right? I fly too close to the sun. I forget that my wings are golden because I'm looking in the lake at my reflection. I got it. I got you. But who cares? Like, what do I care? Who are you on the other side of the screen? Like, what impact can you have on my life? Even my family, right? It's like, either you can be an augmentation of my reality and really help me get to where I'm going, or you're just gonna hold me down and be a distraction. It's like, well, if that's gonna be the latter, I'm gonna climb the ladder and I'll see you later. You know what I mean? Like, I still love you unconditionally because I'm accepting the fact that in order for me to truly love anyone, I have to be able to lose them. Like, that's the thing, right? If I am trying to control you out of fear, or if I worry about you or blah, 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 then I'm gonna make decisions that are fear-based, and that's gonna introduce entropy, and that's gonna then lead to unintended consequences. Look up Cobra effects, right? Look up second, third order effects. Go to Farnham Street blog and start learning. Okay, this is literally what I did, and I will help you if you're watching this, because that's what I want to do with my life. All right, let's read Where Are You, My Mother? A little change of pace here. Bring the kids around. No, don't do that. Or do that. I love kids. Because I'm the oldest of 6. I don't know how to turn this thing off. So, we'll figure it out. How do I turn you off?